So over the weekend we saw Spider-Man 2's finally come out as pre-order, so we could finally pre-order this amazing, beautiful game. Now obviously pre-orders are usually pretty straightforward. Sometimes they're pretty easy, sometimes they're pretty much not easy, and there's a lot of stuff that happens. And this was certainly not a very silky smooth pre-order experience. Now me personally, I pre-ordered mine at Game, which is actually the version of GameStop, the UK equivalent of GameStop in the UK. So yeah, I mean mine was perfectly fine. I went through the Game website and I pre-ordered the standard edition. I didn't get the deluxe edition, I didn't go in the PlayStation store or anything like that. And I did get the collector's edition, which with the big problem is going to come in. I'm going to dive into that just now. But basically, the whole thing completely crashed. I didn't have a problem with it because I only got the standard edition, but from what I heard, everyone was just pissed off because they couldn't get in to the PlayStation website to purchase the collector's edition of this game because of how many people were trying to do it at the same time. They were crashing PlayStation, they were crashing everything, and it sounded like a pretty big nightmare to me, if I'm honest, and because I didn't really bother about the collector's edition of this game. But anyway, I don't really care anyway. I mean, as long as I've got Spider-Man 2 in my collection, I'm happy. And I'm going to be streaming this game for you guys, and that's all I really care about. So I'm not really caring about a collector's edition, digital deluxe. I know everyone's probably got their copy by now anyway. But honestly, that was probably the most hectic pre-order experiences that anyone's ever had. And I genuinely believe that it's not going to get any better, especially with other PlayStation games that are going to be big titles. And it's not, I think PlayStation really needs to sort their stuff out when it comes to these kind of releases and be a bit more planned out when it comes to these kind of releases, because it's not always going to be silky smooth when it's like something like Spider-Man that comes out, because it's obviously going to be very big and very popular and people are obviously going to want to buy these products from Sony. I do reckon around 90% of the fan base have actually went with the collector's edition, hence why it was so crazy and built up on the PlayStation website when everyone was trying to buy it. But however, I don't really see, just because you get a statue, I don't think it's the necessary idea. Yes, the statue's cool and all, but if when you think about it, it's just Venom, Spider-Man and Miles. It's just a statue, and some people don't even have places to put those type of things. If you've got a big setup, mine's is pretty small as you guys can see. But honestly, I wouldn't really see just making a big fuss about it, picking up a collector's edition when you could have bought it digitally in the PlayStation store and bought the standard edition, which you could get like multiple suits along with that as well. So it's not like you're going to be missing out on a ton of lot, and we probably will see the collector's edition statue like further down the line. You could probably get it for eBay or something. It could be a ridiculous price, but who knows, it could. Some collector's statues what I've seen on eBay isn't always going to be that expensive. So, but obviously maybe 5 years from now the collector's edition statue will be very expensive, but I reckon like they'll start selling them on eBay. So maybe I might just chip in one day and get the collector's edition on eBay, the statue, because that's really all I care about from that. The steelbook looks alright. It's not as goated as the original one from the first game, but I genuinely do enjoy the collector's edition, even though I didn't really buy it. And I do think £230 is a bit too much for a collector's edition in my opinion. Maybe around £150 plus. I think they should have just stuck with £150 plus, because they, from what I know, they do have the DLC packs, they have the statue, they have the steelbook case, in the game, of course, the digital deluxe. To be honest, I don't think 230 is the ideal price I would put it at, to be honest. If I wanted some deals for my games, or like collector's edition, I would at least put it at a detailed price, so maybe 150 to 170. I wouldn't say going on the 200 mark is that great for this game. Yeah, because they're probably trying to hype it up, and obviously because PlayStation want that money. I genuinely believe that they should have just kept it a little tiny bit lower, because everyone else was going into this knowing that there was literally so many people wanting the collector's edition, and it crashed. But it doesn't seem to be much of a problem for people though, because I know a lot of people have already not pre-ordered and they've just went for the PlayStation Store Digital Deluxe Edition, which I mean is pretty good to be honest, because they can't run out of digital copies or something, and they're doing away with every kind of physical copy of games now, which is kind of sad to see. But anyway, that has just been a whole controversy over the pre-orders of this game. I mean, for me, it's not been a problem. I've generally just loved pre-ordering the standard edition, and I got it on the game website, so I can't wait to stream Spider-Man 2 for you guys on October 20th. But honestly, it's just kind of crazy. I think these things happen all the time, and I believe that Sony just needs to be a little bit more switched on and more aware of these things when something like as big as Spider-Man is coming out to the media, and it's going to be, and they should know it's going to be a big release, and that's why they should definitely put more things in place beforehand before actually trying to release. But that does it for this video, guys. Let me know down below which version of Spider-Man 2 have you pre-ordered down below. I want to actually like hear you guys say which one of you guys have pre-ordered. For me, the standard edition. If you've not pre-ordered at all, just tell me what part of the Spider-Man 2 you're excited for. What do you expect to see in the game? And yeah, honestly, I'm just excited for this game as a whole. As I've said for the past couple of videos that I've done on Spider-Man 2, I genuinely cannot wait for this game. And also, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.